Hello, my name is Alicia and welcome to my cooking channel. I will be uploading a new recipe each week that features paleo and gluten-free cooking. I also blog over at goodbyegrains.com where I post 2 to 3 new recipes per week that are also paleo and gluten-free. A little bit about myself. I taught myself how to cook when I was in college, mostly from watching cooking shows, reading cookbooks, and just experimenting in the kitchen. I did not go to culinary school. I was not trained professionally, so I'm not a chef. Cooking is just one of my passions. It's something I love to do, whether it's standing in my kitchen on a rainy day over the stove, bringing somebody a meal when they're sick or they just had a baby, or it's the holidays, or just having friends and family over to our house for dinner. It doesn't matter what it is when it involves food, I love it. So I have not always followed a paleo diet or eaten gluten-free. My gluten-free eating started when I was about in my teens. My mom was actually diagnosed with celiac disease. And so very quickly our family's diet transitioned from the standard American diet to a gluten-free one pretty much overnight. So bread, pasta, cookies, cake, all of that stuff was never really around in our house anymore. But I still did eat pizza or sandwiches or, you know, a brownie or something like that if I was at a friend's house, but it was a lot more rare. So my paleo eating journey started about a year ago. My husband read Good Calories, Bad Calories by Gary Taubes, and throughout the entire book, which it's a pretty hefty book, he would be kind of just giving me little snippets about what he read, or just kind of, hey, did you know that this and this, or hey, I don't think we're actually supposed to be consuming this, or just kind of little things here and there. And I kind of took it with a grain of salt. I still continued to kind of eat gluten-free throughout college, but fell off the wagon, I would say, a little bit. Pizza's a little too easy in college, random snack food, eating cereal for meals. All of those habits I fell into pretty quickly. And so when he was telling me, my husband, a little bit more about this book, I decided to kind of look into it a little bit for myself. So one day I told my husband, you know, let's give this a shot. We researched what paleo or primal eating was a little bit more, started reading some blogs and just doing a little bit of internet research, and we decided to just give it a shot. What did we really have to lose other than maybe 30 days of hating life, right? So we cleaned out our fridge, we cleaned out our pantry, and we tried it. We sort of eased into it. We never did an official Whole30. We still ate little bits of cheese here and there. We still had a glass of wine every once in a while, some dark chocolate. But for the most part, we no longer were eating brown rice. We no longer were having granola bars or rolled oats for breakfast, and we really started seeing changes pretty quickly. For me, it was never weight loss. My clothes did fit a little bit better, but my weight never really changed. For me, it was really about my sleeping, how I was feeling, and just kind of overall like well-being. I was getting 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep per night without really even trying. I don't set an alarm on the weekends, and I would still be, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. That's what my husband kind of always jokes around, saying that I'm a spring chicken and I don't need a lot of rest, but I didn't. I wasn't tired at work anymore. I didn't get those major like food cravings in the afternoon, and above all, I just felt good. Then a couple of months ago, I decided I should probably give a Whole30 a real shot. At that point, my eating had gone a little bit closer to non-paleo than paleo. I was eating a little too many desserts. Even if they were paleo desserts, they were way too frequent. They were no longer treats. Some other little things that are my major vices started to kind of creep back in, and so I thought a Whole30 would, you know, put me back on the right track. And in order to track my progress and, you know, have something that I could look back on, I decided to start goodbyegrains.com, mostly just for myself to be able to look back and see, okay, what did I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? How was I feeling? Where in that 30-day process did I really kind of almost hit a wall and say, I can't do this anymore, so that I would be prepared the next time that I wanted to do a whole 30. And slowly but surely I started taking pictures of my food and taking you know, notes on my recipes. I'm not a big person that writes recipes down. I just kind of experiment in the kitchen, and so this became a way that if I actually made something that my husband loved, that I loved, we could go back and remake it exactly the same way. So now I started this cooking channel. I will be doing one recipe per week, but I'll still also be blogging many more recipes throughout the week over on my blog. So if there's anything specific that you would love to see, a type of recipe or an ingredient that you've always wanted to use, I'd be happy to test it out and then create a recipe video for it. So just leave those in the comments below. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy my cooking channel. If you have any questions or want to leave a comment, feel free to do so on my blog or down below on my channel. Have a great day.